All right, let's see how everyone can see me. Can you see me? Hey, Patty Bull. Hey, Engineer. Hey, Aledwin. There is a Unicorn Hollow Homestead. And Steph and Tuba Tuba. Yes, here I are. I was going to make it very dramatic and just let you all listen to the dogs sleeping, but I thought, let's try to make sure we've got everything right. I know it's dim. You just have to bear with me. It's off-grid life. I'm going to try pulling this one. Hey, Doc B. Pull this one lamp closer. See if that helps a little bit. I don't want to turn it up too bright because then is that better? That is kind of better, isn't it? Yeah. Because then it smokes the thing. There's Nidavellir Forge and Woodcraft. Shalom. And Jay Moore, shalom. And Garden of 67, shalom. Hello, crew. Yes. Gardner, can I bless you as a moderator? Can I pick you and make you a moderator? See if I can. Hanging out by campfire. It's kind of like campfire. It's oil lamp fire. Add moderator. Bing! Gardner, you have now been blessed. You've been, there we go. There you go. Okay. Let's see. I can't even tell what time it is. Got 4 minutes. So we'll just sit here for 4 minutes. I was reading Hamilton. Still reading Hamilton, about 3/4 of the way. Hey, shalom. And what else was I doing? Oh, I was getting my drink. That's right. I made myself tea. There is Oregon Berry and B, come out for my people. Shalom and Happy New Year. Shalom, I'm here for the spooky stories. Well, Oregon Berry, maybe we'll do that too. And there's Kyle M. Shalom. Kyle, I met a Kyle. Where did I meet a Kyle? In Kentucky? Are you from Kentucky? You have to get into the live stream part, honey. I don't know why you wouldn't be signed in then. You're a moderator too. All right. Yes, I made myself a cup of tea. It's mint chocolate tea that we grew ourselves. There is Rain Cat. Shalom from the frozen PNW. Well, shalom back from the frozen Ozarks. I delivered produce to Kentucky, but don't believe you were there. I know I met a Kyle though. So maybe there was 2 Kyles. We are frozen too. We are really frozen down here. As a matter of fact, if you watch my video from today, excuse me, I didn't get to actually film the action. I had to do sort of an after action because I was helping so much to get that trailer full of animals and get the van packed up and make sure nothing got left behind and so on. You're like a hologram. Ooh, only the shadow knows. But yeah, it was terrible. It was like 10 degrees here. Yeah, yeah, Jay Morris, absolutely. Yes. Praise Yah that Bear didn't get hurt. I agree. Praise Yah that no one got hurt in our operation today, because it was Jack with a chain, like a logging chain, attached to the front end of that van. And the van had that trailer hooked on the back. And the tractor was pulling that van and trailer up the slope. Hey, there's Lone Star Living. Shalom. That's near our house, which is very steep. I don't know if you've seen it in any of our videos, but that thing is a steep slope, and that little tractor, little Jack, just chugged up there like the little tractor that could, and pulled the van which was pulling the trailer. And then it did it again on the slope that I showed in the video. It was scary. I was praying really hard. And when it went up that second slope, the cow and all those animals were in it too. Hey, there's Jesus. Long time no see. And there's Isaac. Hello. Shalom. How's everybody's New Year going? Oh, it's time. 7 o'clock. There's old Devil Dog and Mark Gothberg. Shalom. And Mike Liperace. A Timepiece Garden. Woot! And there you are, Stephen Wilson. There he is. One old man and Yah. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, everyone. So, this is going to be about the 2021 predictions and then to make 2022 predictions. Hey, Lady Smith. So here is the paperwork. I wanted to let you guys see it. I don't want it to be too bright, but it's written right across the top of it. This is the list I made last year. It's 20 predictions long, and it covers 2 pages. And we already went through, some of us went through this thing at the 6-month point, and we talked about whether these things, sitting cozy in this 20 step in front of a wood stove we finally got installed. I'm telling you, wood heat. And there's Kentucky Believer. Hello. Shalom. Wood heat's the bomb diggity. We have our wood cook stove on. That was another thing I was going to talk about tonight. I was going to jump into this, but we're going to sidetrack a little bit.
All right, I'm up if you need me.
Okay, thanks, honey. And our wood cook stove, like just last night, it was really cold in here. And that was not what I was expecting, even though it was like 10 degrees outside. Everything's insulated now. And so with that cook stove going with a couple of logs in it, it should keep it warm, and it didn't. So when we got up this morning, after all that excitement and we were able to settle down, I noticed there was a draft in our kitchen. And so I went out there, and we have a window on the west side of the house behind that wood stove. Hey, there's Aid. Shalom. We have a window behind that wood stove, and that's where the draft was coming from. And the top pane or top window part of it was gapped. And so 10-degree air had been feeding into the house all night long through that gap in that window. And as soon as I got that thing closed up, and I used a what do you call it? A curtain rod that has a spring in it. So it closed the sash by pushing the sash up, and I rested it on the top of the other sash, because if I push it up with my hand, it just wanted to drift back down. So got that fixed, and now tonight, perfect in here, comfortable enough. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. I'm wearing my crew shirt. Oh, it's hard to see it. I can get it there. There it is. I've got my crew shirt on. And when it's really cold in here, Pat are not afraid or ashamed or whatever you want to call it, to just really, wear gloves and a sweatshirt, even though we're in our own house, but we don't have to. That wood cook stove is just the bomb diggity. Okay, so let me see if I can. Someone did make one comment. I lit my wood stove and negative pressure smoked the whole house up. Ooh, your pipe needs to be really long, and it's got to be above your roof line to draw it up. And it's also got to be clean. That helps. But if you got wind blowing, it can push it back down. Someone said something about New Year's off to a good start. Blessed with a new shotgun. Can't complain. Okay. I just wanted to see that. Okay. So let me just go over the 2021 predictions right now. You can see them on there, handwritten. I've got a little note next to them. It says NY or Y or no. And NY means not yet. And yet, the Y means yes, this prediction has already come true in the year 2021. And a no means it didn't happen in 2021. Brand new triple wall pipe over 4 foot from the roof line. So maybe you just had wind, Nidavellir Forge were significantly shorter earth wobbles, made me think of shortened day scriptures. Apocalypse Bingo, says S. Walker. Yeah, it's kind of 157. All right, so I'm going to get started. You all can talk amongst yourself because I want to get to the 2022 predictions and I want you guys to make them. So our number one was the oil and gas industry tanking, and Pastor Joe made that one. Do you guys think that has happened yet? Do you think the oil and gas industry has tanked? And I need you guys to give me a yes or no, because I've got a not yet on there, and I don't think the oil and gas industry have tanked. Sweetie, do you think they tanked? No. Steve Wilson says no. Oh, he must have his headphones on. Scott Walker says no. Okay, so oil and gas industry, that's a not yet still. Food shortages. Nancy H. made that, and at 6 months we said not yet. Do you guys think food shortages are a reality right now? Not yet. Hey, Patty Sanchez, shalom. Yes, you guys think food shortages have happened. All right, so Nancy H. made that prediction, and we are saying it came true. So that's another yes. All right. Number 3, was there a stock market correction? That was made by The Real. I think it was that was just the name of the person, The Real. Dried beans and other things are gone in my rural Massachusetts Walmart. Okay, Isaac. So is that a yes? Steve says no. The stock market correction, I don't think so either, you guys. Kyle, are you and Isaac saying yes to there's been a stock market correction? No correction. All right, so that's a no. That's a not yet or a no. So that one's a no. All right. The next one was COVID AIDS, and we got a yes on that one already by the 6 month point. Number 5, Trump president by April. That was obviously a no. Number 6 was, is farming going to be banned? That was by Og Stomper. Kyle says there was a correction but recovery as well. Okay. Was farming banned in y'all's opinion? I don't think so either, Steve Wilson. Not yet. Not yet, says Patty Bull. It's tougher, but it's not banned. Like, people can still do it. All right, so that's a no. And then number 7 was a yes. January 6th chaos. And that was Tennessee Trapper 76. And we already just, yes, that already happened. Number 8 was a power grid attack. And we already had a yes on that. That was by Chris Clark. You guys remember that. Number 9, Trump not elected. Also was a yes. We already could figure that out, and that was by Harley Bear. He said Trump would not be elected, and we already knew 6 months into the year that he didn't get elected. Number 10 was a rise in A1. Now that's by Westhold Forge, and I'm not sure what he meant by that rise in A1. I don't know if that was supposed to be a rise in flu or A1. I'm not sure what that is, but we said yes. Number 11 was a new currency, and that was by Northern Explorer, and we all said yes to that because I guess that Bitcoin and all that other stuff. Number 12 was the two witnesses made by Fajaling. And I don't think the two witnesses have come yet, the biblical two witnesses who breathe fire from their mouth and everything. But she seems to think that it had already happened. So I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, but I agree with Scott Walker. No, I don't think that's happened yet. Oregon Berry, I agree. All right, so number 13 was a yes, ammo shortages. That was by K Gray 7. And if you're here, any of you guys, if you made these predictions, please like do a shout out or something. K Gray 7 said there'd be ammo shortages in 2021, and there was. So, number 14, a drought in the Midwest. That was by George, and I think 6 months in we said yep, whether it be the fires or whatever, but we said yes to the drought in the Midwest. Yeah. Okay, number 15 was a tannerite ban. That was made by Chris Clark also. And as far as we know, that's a no. That prediction has not come true. I don't think tannerite is banned. Right, you guys? Pretty sure you can still buy it. Oh, Isaac says in some areas it is banned. It's a yes. Okay. All right. So that was number 15, Chris Clark. He made two predictions on this thing. And that one was a yes. I'm trying to see if I can find his other one. Power grid attack was a yes. He got 2 for 2. He got 100% true. Hey, John Ray. Evening. Okay. Number 16 was a UN intervention into COVID. That was made by Action Jackson. I think they meant in the US, and I don't think that's happened. UN intervention number 16 on COVID. I don't think that's happened. Wait. Time to... Nope. Yep. Eden says no. No, I don't think the UN's come in here yet. Yes, Steve says no. All right. Number 17, record high oil. I guess that's record high oil prices. Hey, Justin Ridlin. I met you in Kentucky, right? And there's Clark Giles. Hey, shalom. Welcome to the live stream. Clark, we are on our 17 out of 20th prediction that people made last year. That's where we are. And then we are about to make predictions for 2022. Well, it's good to see you, Justin, and you too, Clark. Really nice to see you guys. So do you guys think that we have record high oil prices right now? Yes, almost record high oil or cheap dollars that make it seem that way, said Mark. Because we had no 6 months in. Not yet, said Ladysmith. Not yet, said Eden Hershey. Okay, we'll just leave that as a not yet. Number 18, Israel strikes Iran with a nuke was a prediction made by Tom Arthur. There's Kai Jen. Hello. Scott says no for record high oil. All right, now we're on to number 18. Israel strikes Iran with a nuke. I think we can all agree that's a no. That didn't happen yet. We have not had that. Kai Jen said $5 per gallon when Obama was in. So maybe not record high oil yet. All right, number 19. No Christmas lights was done by Lance Spencer. Is Lance Spencer right? Were we banned from using Christmas lights? I would say no. I've seen some absolutely heinous purple Christmas lights this year. So that's a no. Think we can agree no? And then the last one for this year, last one for 2021, which is already over, was transhumanism. And that was made by Melina Washington. And actually, at 6 months into the year, whoever showed up for that live stream said yes, yes, and possibly not yet. So it was kind of a if. Do you guys think we've had a transhumanism? And what does Clark say? West Texas crude is only around 75 a barrel, way below a high several years ago. So I think we can agree that record high oil was a no. That was a no prediction. So what do you think? Do we have transhumanism now? Unicorn Hollow Homestead says yes. Isaac says not yet. Patty Bull says not yet. And Steve says in progress. So I think we're close. I do think she was close. Define transhumanism, please, said Kai Jen. Hey, Okie Storm Chaser. Okie, why don't you explain what transhumanism is? Because I think you probably have a succinct definition for all of us. Last prediction for 2021 made by Melina Washington. What is transhumanism? Go ahead, y'all. Just jump in on that. Yeah, I thought that's what transhumanism was. It's robotics or like bionics, where say you're a person, but you've got an arm that's robotic and it kind of gets melded into your brain so you can control it. Here's Justin Ridland. Transhumanism is a loss of the human condition to, wow, you guys are going fast. Biodigital computers, enhancement of human abilities by technology, coded DNA. Let me go back. Is a philosophical and intellectual movement which advocates the enhancement of the human condition by developing and making widely available sophisticated technology able to greatly improve life, I'm sure. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think we've got that now? Greatly enhance longevity, mood, and cognitive ability, and predicts the emergence of technologies in the future. Isaac says cyborg stuff, the merging of man and machine. Cyborgism of evolution of man to machine, specifically AI and transfer of consciousness to computers. So what do we think? Do we think we've got transhumanism happening?
No.
Pastor says no. Gardner 67 says no. Elon Musk is working on a Neuralink, says Westhold Forge. I would say it's definitely in the progress. I think that was very Steve Wilson says yes, but they aren't telling us they're doing it. And since we have Westhold Forge here, you have a prediction on here, Westhold, and I could not figure out. Maybe it's AI. Maybe that's what your prediction was. The rise of AI, because I thought it was A1. It's AI. So Westhold Forge said the rise of AI right there. So he and Melina kind of made the same prediction there. In the next 10 years, we will be plugging into the net. There's a movie about that. What's that movie called, honey?
Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic. Yes. Artificial intelligence. All right. So we think it's yep. Yes, we have it now, or it's coming. It's getting used more every day. Well, I'll tell you what, those Boston Mechanics dog robots and stuff are kind of freak me out a little bit. Steve says, not yet. We don't quite have it perfected. We don't have people. We already do it wirelessly, says Oregon Berry. What are you doing in there? Are you getting food? Not me at Westhold, but AI does already exist. Well, that's true. It does exist because it's created games and it's talked to each other, and some sort of AI has reproduced itself mechanically. People really don't make any decisions on the stocks they buy and sell en masse anymore. It's all done with AI. Yeah, so I think it's actually yes. Also not a fan of the sauce. A1. They put a 6.5 Creedmoor sniper rifle on those Boston mechanics that can drop a man with. Yeah, I just don't like them. I think they're kind of creepy. I think it's occurring that with genetics at this point. Yeah. All right. So that rounds out the predictions from last year. And there were several accurate ones. Let me just count all the yeses we had. Out of 20, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 yeses. So you guys were pretty accurate. I'm not going to lie. I think that's a pretty good record, 12 out of 20. What is that, about 60%? Yeah, it's about 60%. All right, so now we are on to the 2022 predictions. See, I got my numbers already here and I got my thing filled out and ready to start writing things down. Hey, Bobby Markler, welcome. If you need AI, you're not cooking, A1, you're not cooking the meat correctly. There's Evelyn Vincent. Hi, Sister Kate. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all y'alls, too. I am ready for our 2022 predictions. So you guys just write them up there and I will start writing them down here as soon as I see them. Any and all topics are up for review. Whatever you think this new year is going to bring for us. And I guess I can be number one. I am going to woo. Westhold Forge says his first prediction is more of the same. More AI, Westhold Forge. More AI. Make sure that's an I. Westhold Forge. Okay, my prediction is, and it's so hard to make this prediction, I really had to strain my brain, more COVID variants. More COVID variants. That's me, Sister Kate. That was an easy one. That's actually like cheating. Okay, so let's see. What else are you guys saying? Widespread food extreme scarcity. So I'm going to write that down like that. That's number 3. Widespread extreme food scarcity. And that was Jay Morris. Scarcity. Jay Morris. That's number 3. It's entirely possible with all the fires and everything. Wait a minute. Isaac said, I predict, hang on, the largest riots ever from food shortages. All right. So I'm going to write food shortage riots for Isaac. Food shortage riots. Big. And Isaac. That's number 4. All right, so let me go back. I need to see your comments. I think you guys are onto something with that. Okay, Nidavellir, number 5. Nidavellir Forge and Woodcraft. I'm just going to start calling you NFW. It's so much easier. Runaway inflation. Okay. Inflation. It's already kind of bad when I reverse that, so I have to make my note to reverse it the other way. That is number 5 right there. See, we've already got 5 out of 20. You guys are cooking along. All right, let's see what else we have. Yeah, they already said they know there's going to be 17. I know that was kind of a cheat. Kyle M, food cost inflation over 20%. So food cost inflation, or is that a comment? Or that looks like a prediction. Inflation 20%. Kyle, would you tell me if that was a prediction or not? Otherwise, it's number 6. All right. Runaway inflation. For the world, trouble. For us, life with some hurdles, but we'll be fine. Ledwin Mayer, world trouble. I don't know. That's kind of general. If you can come up with something more specific, I would like that. And let me, Ledwin Mayer. When Mayer, world trouble. New sickness, said Unicorn Hollow. Homestead. New sickness. What kind, though? Do you have a specific, something a little bit more specific, or did you want to leave it very general like that? Unicorn Hollow Homestead. Homestead. I've got that down as number 8. The new sickness. Kai Jen says more tyranny. And Biden tyranny. I'm assuming that's from our government. And Biden ill health. Okay. And that's Kai Jen. That's number 9. We're already almost halfway there. If you guys keep up at this pace, we may go beyond 20 predictions. You guys are going fast. Okay, Oregon Berry, historic weather events. Okay. DM, it should be one thing. Inflation in the double digits, censorship on social media. We've already got inflation at 20%. So can I just go ahead and put you down censorship on social media? That's number 11. So number 11, that's DM. All right. And, ooh, S. Walker, plague of rats from a bumper wheat crop. All right, so rat plague. A rat plague could also bring bubonic plague. Bumper wheat crop. That's from Scott Walker. That's not young Scott, is it? Pastor? Are you young Scott Walker? Wait a minute. Okie Storm Chaser, number 13, war with Iran. Now, is this war, Okie, if you don't mind clarifying that, us having war with Iran, or like somebody made the prediction last year, Israel at war with Iran, or I better write your name out. I can't do that with a letter. Okie Storm Chaser. Can you clarify that for me? Is you mean us at war with Iran? And now I gotta find. All right. Ledwin Mayer. Where's your other one? World trouble. So Ledwin Mayer, is that another one? Or are you saying the word trouble is going to be Clinton takes over for Biden Harris? Or is that another prediction? Insects as protein. I like that. Insects as protein. That is the patiable. And that is number 14. Okay. Ooh, Rain Cat. I gotta get that one. Prince Charles takes over, will replace the queen, become king, and then abdicate to William. Abdicate to William. All right, Rain Cat. Yeah, right. She's what, 99 or something, and she's supposedly getting more frail. I mean, he's been waiting a long time. All right, let me go back. I think I've missed a few. Scott Walker said yes. You're young, Scott? Oh, shalom, Scott. U.S. versus Iran. All right, war with Iran, U.S. war. Correct that. No wonder you're talking about bumper wheat crops. Started to sound familiar. They would give our governors more power over their own states before they would hand it over to Harris. Oh, Carter 67. That is hopeful. Ooh, Evelyn Vincent. I want to write that down. Evelyn, CNN fails. That's number 16. Evelyn Vincent. Evelyn Vincent. Okay. Travel restriction for unjabbed within the US. Okay, you've got another one, DM, but I'm gonna make this a second one because I don't think they're that closely linked. Restricted travel. In the US, unvaxxed. And that was declining since her husband passed. Rankat said she'll probably pass this year. She might. I really don't want to declare that over her, but it's a possibility. Family and I are getting ready to move down to Arkansas. We have to start out in Greenbrier, but where would you suggest to relocate when we look for a place? I don't get real specific about that type of thing. I think you should travel around and pick an area for yourself because there's some really nice places. Mid-state, west part of the state, not so much the north around Memphis and all that part of the state. That's not as nice. Okay. Let's see. Queen will not let Charles be king. Okay. All right. Talk of aliens. Restricted travel in the US. I'm trying to find you again. Grid down from massive cyber attack. Hang on. I'm not able to keep up with all y'all. Grid down massive cyber attack. That's Ned Biller. Forge. Okay. Now let me go back. Lone Star Living, more crop failure due to weather. That's Lone Star. That's number 19. I guess we're going to go beyond 20 because I still haven't written these down. Okay. Rat plague. They had a rat plague in Australia years back. From a bumper crop and a mild winter, U.S. farmers supposedly grew a lot more wheat this year. 22 for 22, right? Or maybe even more. I mean, if you guys have good ideas and it's only been 38 minutes, I'm willing to go on. Let's see. Bobby Markler agrees with crop failure. So we'll put Lone Star Living and Bobby Markler. Okay. I'm trying to go back up. Okay. There it is. Restricted travel without the mark. Oh, new. Okay. Restricted. That's number 20. Travel without the mark. That's new. All right, that's the 20th one. Now, let me see if you guys, Gary Fuel. All right, here she said he has a few new ones. So now we're going 21 and 22. China, Russia will be new superpower. Well, that's kind of already happening, isn't it? They already are superpowers. Afghan men will be brought to the UK and the state will become a regiment, much like the Gurkhas and the British Army. Okay, so Afghan military unit UK. And you are Gary Fuel. Well, Aid, what do you think? Do you think Gary's right about that? There'll be an Afghan male military unit in the British Army. All right, so that's 2. Gary's got 21 and 22. Now, massive gun control attempts. Isaac said massive gun control attempts. That's kind of a given, though. That's a constant. That's been happening ever since I was an adult. Okay. Okay, we already got that. Back. Back. Uh-huh. 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 There, Evelyn Vincent, hang on. 24 is aliens making an appearance and suggesting they are controlled. Appear and control. That is Evelyn Vincent. Right. I guess we're going to at least 30, y'all. Now, I'm going to scroll back to where you guys are, and if I missed yours, go ahead and repeat it. I've been saying them out loud so you can tell if I've said yours yet. So if you haven't heard it, then go ahead and repeat it. All right, I see Lone Star Living, more race separation division. I hope that's not true, but it certainly could happen. Division, that is Lone Star Living. All right, that's number 25. And now let's look at that. We've already filled up a whole page, y'all. Look at that. We've already filled up a whole page, 25 predictions, so we're on the back now. All right, let me number it real quick. 26, 27. I guess I can just number at least 5 because I can write as I go. And let me scroll down, trying to get to where you are. Oh, Isaac. Okay. Republicans dominate midterm. Elections, Isaac. Okay. That's number 26. I've got 25. I can't have two 25s. That's number 26. That's 27. That's 28. That's 29. That's 30. And that's 31. All right, so 27. Got that. Meat shortages. Let's do that. Meat shortages, rich only. That is Eden Hershey. Eden Hershey. That is number 27. Eden Hershey. Okay. Patty Sanchez, another virus that creates COVID tight controls, and Biden is out of office. All right. Biden out. Biden out. Another virus. That was Patty Sanchez. That is number 28. Patty Sanchez. Okay. Okay. Got the midterms. Okay, Jay Morris, or is that just a comment? At Texas T. War with Russia started because they know Joe or Heels Up will not be re-elected. Okay, so Northern Ozark Homestead, war with Russia. Now you're saying this is a U.S. war with Russia, correct? Not somebody else. And let me get your name again. Northern Ozark Homestead. That's number 29. Northern Ozark Homestead. That's number 29. We're on to 30. Let's see what we've got. There will be blood. Poland, nice people. Ebola will spread around intentionally by the evil ones. Population will find out and freak out. Ebola spread. That's by Evelyn Vincent.
That was good on that show.
Yeah, thank you. I thought it was good, but they're gonna have it on Paramount Channel, and I don't know if you have to sign up to see the rest of it. Okay. Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Hang on. Rick Cleveland says, if we continue down this path, further divide between the vaxxed and unvaxxed, neighbors writing out neighbors, kids writing out parents. So further COVID division. I don't know if someone has already said this or not. And I'm going to put in parentheses ratting out. That's number 31. And that was Rick Cleveland, right? Rick Cleveland. And who are they going to rat out to? Like to the CDC? I mean, it's a thing now on Instagram on their reels where they talk about an alarm going off if you cough in your home. Like Siri's going to turn you in. Okay. Texas T, can you repeat what you said? I missed it. Tie-dye will resurge in popularity, says S. Walker. Dude, I think that's already happened, but I'll write it down. Keep in mind, I'm going to review these sometime next year, y'all willing, and it's going to be very interesting to go back over them. Texas T, please repeat yours. Facts required to vote in the midterms. That's a good one. Okay, to vote in midterms. That's Patty Sanchez. That's number 33. Patty Sanchez. All right. All right. Military in France. Nunu, can you give me more what you mean by that? Whose military is in France and how? Tommy Johnson says, we got snow in Alabama. We got snow here too. Anyone have a good prediction? I know it's tough with the state of the world. Radioactive particles mid-year. Again, Nunu, be a little bit more specific, please. Texas T, government control, a little bit more specific. You mean controlling everything about our lives? Or Nunu, land changes, Russia? More specific. What kind of land changes? Do you mean volcanoes, earthquakes? Do you mean they're going to rezone? All right, land prices in the Steve Wilson. That's an interesting one. I'm going to put this for number 34. Land prices fall in the Ozarks. I think the exact opposite is going to be true, but I'm going to write that down, Steve, because that's pretty specific. There's Whiskey for Oscar Whiskey. Howdy, y'all. Losing my job tomorrow over the jab. Oh, my goodness. Wow, I'm sorry. Hopefully, huh? Feel the freedom. Hopefully you will find another job. New water in Arizona. Again, not specific enough. Flooding, whatever. Okay. Mark Chase Preppers, storing grain. Storing and selling grain. I'm probably way behind y'all. You guys are probably way ahead of me because I got to write this stuff down. I got to find it, read it, and then write it. So be patient, please. New. Lightning, tornadoes, hail. Okay, Gardner, 67, you might have to curb Nunu if they keep up just throwing stuff out there. Nunu, be specific. Texas T, martial law will be declared where? Kids telling schools about what goes on at the home, never telling the county health office. Exactly. So all the permanent. Okay. Shalom, Linda Hipple. I'm gonna make you a moderator, Linda, if that's okay. Increase in vaccine-induced efficiency in immunity deficiency syndrome. Okay, that's a good one. 36, Linda H. Increase in vaccine-induced in immunity insufficiency. Okay, Linda Hipple. I'm going to make you a moderator, Linda, if you don't mind. That was number 36. All right, we're to 37. Woo, Joe Warner, that is so specific. I love that. Yeshua returns. Feast of Trumpets. Of Trumpets. Okay, Linda. Yeah. Oh, Texas Tea. Thank you. All right, 38. Martial law nationwide. Okay. Let's see. Nancy. I just joined. Linda Hippo also stated to increase in homeschooling. I agree. All right, Nancy. 39. Nancy and Linda increase homeschooling. I think that's already happening now, but I think you're right. It's going to continue because once people get a taste of having their kids home with them and all that, they're going to continue to enjoy that. That's number 39. So let me go up to Linda. I've got to there. I need to make her moderator. All right, there we go. And Texas Tea, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. And I got to write your name down. Texas Tea. Martial law nationwide because of government. Let me read that. Because government will lose control. U.S. Gov. Okay, that's number 38, by the way, Texas Tea. And thank you for repeating that. Nancy, I got that. A large object seen in the sky. Is that more specific? Sort of. I mean, Nunu, are you saying you think there's going to be an alien invasion somewhere? Susan, okay. Indian country living. Susan here near Tishomingo, Oklahoma. We say that thing whenever I pull up to my friends, like if they're staying around talking and I drive up, I'm like, you fellas know the way to Tishomingo? From the movie. Okay, new prediction ties into my aliens will make an appearance. Evelyn, all right, so let me go back up to that and put new next to that. I've got you down for Ebola spread. And then there you are. Okay, that's number 24, Evelyn. I've got that and new. Ship in sky. Like that. All right. Now let me go back to page 2. You guys, you are going so fast. Look at this. This is how many we've got going now. I'm almost out of room there. Okay. Let me see where we're at. Fried chicken will become the new steak, Mark. Really? Isn't that already true? I'm telling you what, the Popeye's huge chicken sandwich is amazing. Okay, Mark Chase, that was number 40. All right, 41, and someone's trying to talk to me. Let me see. I believe the aliens are just angels or demons taking form. I'm trying to look at this from a Bible perspective. What does Pastor Joe think? Isaac, he's already made videos. That's what he thinks too. Hello, Susan. Okay, all right. So I think I'm caught up with y'all, sort of. Okay, I'm sure you're good at both. I like both. I believe, but a bit frightened by the witnesses. Well, Edwin, do you think the witnesses are coming? Okay. Miss West S says, hey, Miss West S, if martial law is going to be declared, they better quit defunding the police and quit making the military so liberal. Just saying. Right. If you make martial law, Mrs. Westhouse is right, and you don't have guys who are willing to enforce it, it basically you can't do anything. Hey, C103, do you have a prediction? There's the Rev. I follow you guys for almost 10 years now. Thank you so much for all you do and continue. You're welcome. Any more predictions for the year upcoming? Popeye's chicken sandwiches are the bomb. They're so good. All right. C103, do you have a prediction for next year? Pastor Joe think aliens are angels or possibly demons? Isaac. Yes, he has already done a video on that somewhere. Mrs. West, I hope you had a good new year. I want to make another prediction. Well, no, I better not do that. I just hope. All right, let's do 250. And then if you guys just want to talk, we can talk after that. And I may just read them over again too, even though that'd be a lot of reading. More people build tribe and depend on each other versus the broken food system. All right. So that'll be 41. More tribe. More barter? Can I just kind of put that? Because food system broke. Lone Star Living. Lone Star, that's number 41. Quick question. What about more Bigfoot and alien sightings to distract from the tyranny? Isaac, that's going to be sort of part of number 24. And because Evelyn and Nunu also said an increase in that kind of alien thing. Seeds and salt become currency. That's interesting. Seeds and salt become currency. Mark Chase. All right, let's think technology too, because you know technology is going to continue to grow. Like I'm going to make number 43 a prediction right now that Bitcoin and other things like just blow up the dollar. So that would probably defund our currency. Defund currency. That's a Sister Kate prediction. Number 44. Cascadia subduction zone. Subduction zone. Increase, right? Increase in quakes. Tsunami takes out Seattle and Portland. All right. No Seattle, no Portland. And that is, let me see. DK Leith. Welcome, DK. Okay, that's number 44. Number 35. I hear that a rumor Walmart will stop accepting cash this year. I think I may put that down, Isaac. Walmart, no cash. I think that's actually probably a pretty good possibility. Because I came late, I may have missed this. Door to door to do the jab, Michigan. I hope, but I have this gut feeling. Door to door jab. Okay, Nancy, that's number 46. And Michigan, I'm going to put that in there. Nancy. If you think that's true, Nancy, and you live there, you might want to leave. People have dreams, downloads, informations, visions, energies, new abilities from the cosmos, from the universal mind. New, that is way, way out there. And I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write cosmic download. You guys, forgive me, I got to do this. I really am having a hard time holding the light and writing at the same time. So, universal energy download. Dreams, visions. That's 2 humans. And that's new. We'll see. It's a possibility. If the poke is pushed, our store shelves will suffer by truckers alone. 15% will stop rolling. Right? C103, that could cause major problems. And we do have people predicting shortages in the food and inflation, prices going up and all that area. My daughter just moved your way, but Cal's job, 95-year-old dad. Just moved him into a nursing home near me. It seems the jab may come to door in other states, but maybe not in your area. Okay. They make it to my door. That means they climbed over the gate. That means they meet the barrel of a rifle with an angry homeowner holding it. Deflation will become so bad, Dems will backtrack on the jab by midterm. Is that a prediction, Gardner, or is that just a comment? Shalom, there's Susan Bryant. By the way, Susan, did you make a prediction? I expect oil to rise. We will see, though. All right, oil rise. We had that last year also, Susan. Somebody said oil prices rising for last year, and we all said it's not as near bad as it's been in the past. It's only 75 a barrel, and it's been over 100 and maybe even 130. So it didn't happen last year, but I don't mind writing it down for next year. Oil rise, Susan Bryant. That's number 48. Okay, I wrote that down. 49. Okay. John Mark Dougal. Now, John Mark, I'm just going to put you down with other people who've already made those predictions, because we've had both. John Mark Dougal, food increase 25%. All right, John Mark Dougal. Because we've already had people predict both of those things, but okay. Okay. Hi, there's Jay Jones. Shalom, brother. Do you have a prediction? Gardner, 67, that was a prediction. Okay, so inflation, inflation causes no jab at midterm. Because we've got somebody else saying absolutely you're going to have to get the jab for midterms. So we got 2 predictions, and they're very opposite from each other. All right. Okay. I really want to see if Jay Johns has one. Hunter Kirk, is that a prediction? State crossing restrictions on the East Coast. I guess we're going to have to keep going, y'all, because y'all keep just coughing them out. Okay, so Hunter Kirk, Idaho, bumper, huckleberry crop. Now, Idaho bumper, huckleberry crop, do you mean that as in like rubes showing up, or you mean an actual berry? All right, guys, we're about to go over 50. 51, Mary, East Coast state crossing restrictions. Restrictions. This live stream is going to have to go a lot longer if we have 50 plus predictions for next year. I'm just saying. Every Viking Preparedness Network group will begin to develop a field kitchen for disaster response capability. Mark Chase, is that a prediction? All right, hang on. Mad Count and I will have very different zip codes. Well, I think that's true right now, Jay Johns, isn't it? Are you messing with me, man? Isn't that the reality now? West Coast water issue gets critical. I like that. West Coast water critical. I feel like it probably is pretty close right now, C103, right? Some of those photos of their lakes with almost no water in them and stuff like that, it's pretty scary. And then the fires breaking out. Okay. Okay, Stephen Wilson, the precaution of the saints will begin. What do you mean by that? Steve Wilson, do you precaution or oppression? All right, good night, Patty Bull. Bless you. Ooh, Patty Sanchez, I love that one. Sacrifices will start again on the Temple Mount. That is nice and specific. That's Patty Sanchez. That would be pretty wild, and it would be pretty pretty amazing. All right, so Viking preparedness groups, kitchens, disaster relief. Mark Chase. Is that you saying you've already got one, Mark? Okay. The precaution of the saints will begin to be more heavy-handed in the U.S. The precaution of the saints or the oppression of the saints? Tinfoil Hat says interstate travel, right? They'll have a heck of time stopping travelers. Yep, that's true. Automobile and parts shortage. Isaac, you've already got, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4 predictions. Auto parts and and car shortages are already happening now. That's the fifth one, Isaac. I'm going to have to start taking other people's predictions just to be fair. All right, we're going on to 60. Balkanization of the country. I think we're already seeing that. US, and that was who? That was who? A Ledwin. Mayor. All right, that's number 57. I'm gonna have to scroll down. You guys might have to repeat yourself. Churches being forced to close and pastors arrested. Okay, Rev, I'm gonna write that down. Churches are already closing in the US. If you haven't driven around different parts of the country, there are lots of little churches that have their doors shut. No services happening. No one's going in there and worshiping. These buildings are starting to get decrepit. And I think that's because of the fact that Christianity just had it so wrong, that so much of it was non-biblical and people couldn't relate and saw people in churches behaving in ways that the Bible didn't approve of. And so that is already happening. And I've got it. Who said that thing? Nick Malone, that's too easy. Or the Rev did. Yeah, the USA is losing its religion. It really is. And it's kind of inevitable because there's just so much hypocrisy and everything in there. All right, 59. Okay, parts of Atlantis will rise. I think some archaeologists think that's already true. They're finding parts of what could be Atlantis under the Mediterranean Sea, new. Parts of Atlantis will rise is 59, and what is going to be 60? Okay. I agree, Gardner 67, the parts for car shortage is already kind of happening. Mine is wide open and we are rolling. Our pastor fights back and stands up. Well, that's cool. But it's, okay, I'm not going to get into that discussion right now. You have to follow the Bible. If people read it and the pastor is not following it, then they can tell the difference and it makes them not trust. There was a tinfoil hat says there was a pastor in Australia arrested twice for holding services during lockdown. There was one up in Canada right before lockdowns too. Childhood church was just sold off and becoming a house now. Yep, a lot of them are being bought and turned into houses too. Oh, thanks, Ledwin. Brain Cat, I will say that, and that'll be number 60, but I think that happens there almost every day. I'm on that Bible Archaeology Review website, and they are constantly finding proof of the Bible in Israel because they want to put a parking lot up or something, and so they have to do a dig first, and they're finding all kinds of historical stuff. Archaeological major find Israel. All right. Okay, that was number 60. Now, if no one comes up with anything new or semi-realistic, I might call it then, just because it's been an hour. But I'm also willing to go a little bit longer, or maybe I'll just read through them real quick. Very bad luck follows when people turn churches into houses. They They finally find the buried treasure at Oak Island. All right. 61. I thought they sort of did. I thought I read an article that they did find that Okie. You might want to do a quick search. Maybe I'm completely wrong. All right, that was number 61. 62. Remember the one type of extinct olive oil in Israel like 2-ish years ago? Tinfoil hat. I just read an article where they found seeds of several extinct trees at an archaeological dig at Masada. They had a main site, and then they kind of went off to the side of that main site where the people threw themselves off that cliff at Masada and found a stash of ancient seeds in great shape, and have brought back date trees and nut trees that were extinct from like 2,000 years ago. I just read that article. It's a fascinating. They haven't yet. I'm on top of that news. Kentucky Survival 76. Did I meet you in Kentucky? Okay, Nancy Grable, it is Bible Archaeology Review. And you can join, they have like a whole library of articles, and you can join for like $20 a month, and you can read them all. But I'm on their like email thing, and so they still send updates, and they still give you some information. It's just not the in-depth articles. That's super cool. It is super cool. That's why I have that. I'm on their mailing list, because there's some really interesting thing. And I may have even seen that on a video. And it was very, yeah, extinct trees. I mean, it's just fascinating. Latest island chain across the entire Atlantic and global land. Hi, Glenn from Phoenix. Hi. Do you have a prediction? Has anyone mentioned weather? I think this year, next year, weather will get more intense. Yes, Susan Bryant, we've had several weather, like crop failure predictions, and let's see. I can find a few of them. Let's see. Maybe it was in the first 25. There were a couple of them. Yeah, historic weather events. Oregon Berry said that, but I'll put you down there too, Susan. That was number 10. More crop failure due to weather. We've already got 2 people who said that, so you'll be number 3, Susan. That's number 19. Okay, so that's at least 2. Well, let's see what we've got going on here. Thank you, Sister Kate. I found it. Well, you're welcome. CNN will close down or be bought out. C103, we already had that prediction, but I will put you down for it as well. I think that was also made maybe at the beginning. Yep, CNN fails. Evelyn Vincent said that, C103, but I'll put you on that one. That one's number 16. Right there. Back up. Back up. There we go. What if y'all meant for them to be extinct? Maybe corrupted life forms. Nittaviller, I think if he meant for them to be extinct, then his people who believe in him, who were at Masada and leapt off that cliff so they wouldn't be captured by the Romans, would not have buried those seeds and have them be found 2,000 years later. That's how I feel about that. Because he created them all. That's my opinion. Okay. Hunter Creek. You guys are just playing. I believe that Atlantis is the rickshaw structure, aka Eye of the Sahara, in Northwest Africa. Aid, that's fascinating. Why do you think that? Hey, there's two lady homesteaders. Hodge, I haven't seen them in forever. Ambria and I say hello from our off-grid homestead in Northeast Tennessee. Hello, ladies. How are you doing? Do you have any predictions for next year? I hope you guys are doing okay. No, unfortunately, been a follower of PJ for about a year. Followed you for almost 5 months now. We're Kentucky Survival 76. Welcome to the live stream. Do you have a prediction for next year? Overturning of Roe versus Wade. That's by Unicorn Sprinkles. Overturn. Unicorn Sprinkles. Okay. Overturn Roe versus Wade. It's entirely possible. I mean, Texas started something with the 6 weeks no abortion law that they passed. It really has kind of challenged it. Stephen says Hamas and the IDF shooting each other again. Now, Stephen, is that just a comment? Is that just like news for right now, or is that a prediction that they are going to start shooting at each other again? Weather will be playing a factor in for years to come. Stronger storms dominating with unusual patterns. Okay, Kentucky Survivor, we did have weather stuff going on. Other people did predict weather deals, and historic weather events is number 10. So I'm going to put you down there. KY, Kentucky Survival 76. And it's number 19 also. I look at weather being something that goes cyclically, and so I'm not convinced that we cause the weather changes, but I do believe weather changes happen just because we are, a planet and it spins. There may be more destructive hurricanes on the East Coast. The Atlantic is very hot. That from a coastal North Carolina weather woman expert. Israel Hamas is the current news. Okay. Sphinx Atlantic Library. NATO aids. NATO. Hey, there's Oki's boss. Shalom, Sister Kate. Shalom. Oh, Aid, did you talk more about why you think Atlantis is out in the middle of Africa? Grand solar minimums. Oh, sure. I mean, weather changes do happen. I've talked about that in the past. Things may be tough, but we are up to it. All right, I'm just going to, we've got 62 predictions right now. And I'm going to run through them really quickly just to restate them. Oh, okay. 63 governors, way more power. The governors already constitutionally have a lot of powers. Maybe they're going to start flexing that power more in 2022. Gardner. Because they do have a lot of power. Yeah, I think Grand Solar Minimum, exactly, Mark. Middle of Africa was very green. Yes, they're saying the Sphinx was probably in a tropical, like, jungle. The place in question fits the disruption of what Plato said in his writings. Ooh, but wasn't it Atlantis sunk into the ocean? Like, how's it going to sunk into the ocean in the middle of Africa? Oh, okay, V. Lloyd, NATO at war with Russia. We had somebody else say that the U.S. would be at war with Russia, but not NATO. And let me see V. Lloyd. V. Lloyd. All right. Remember the bright side. That's right. We are up to it. Joel Werner, Psalm 83 war this summer. That's 65. Psalm 83 war. Oh, God. Oceans rose hundreds of feet. 2.5 for another employee, COVID related. It's going to be interesting month in EMS. Yeah, right. 140 years. The African side of Atlantis meets all the locational guides, also off limits to the public, just like Antarctica. Interesting, Mary. That's at Joel Werner. Okay. 12,000 years ago. Yes, Nunu. I think I've read stuff about that. Had to get off for a minute. No, want to know if you saw or recognize my number 2 student loans are forgiven. Adding additional 2,000, but 401ks are taken on any delinquent debts. No, I did not see that. Okay. Student loans are forgiven. 66. Student loans forgiven. Adding 2 trillion to the debt. That's what you're saying. $401ks taken. All right. And that was Northern Ozarks Homestead. I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, it would be cool if people's debt was forgiven, but what about the rest of us who paid full price for our education? You know what I mean? Social Security, will vaccine be... Social Security must be vaxxed. All right. That's from Mary. That's 67. Eight. All right, Chase Silverman, so no joke, sure, I've heard of them in the past, but past year I've been researching more than due to 2030, and it is maybe type out the predictions and post them on Patreon, and everyone can vote for their top 3. It's a good idea. I don't know if that'll happen. That's a lot of typing, but I will think about it. My husband's farmer father in the 60s was paid to pump some kind of silver compound into the atmosphere when the winds were a certain way to make it rain in a nearby town. Interesting. I knew there was cloud seeding. Okay. There's Teresa Jukowitz. We paid both of ours off. Teresa, do you mind if I make you a moderator? I would like to make you a moderator too. Shalom. Hans Heyman. We are doing well. We are trying to keep warm. Welcome to the live stream. Okay. All right. Here we go. Starting back at number 1, and I'm just going to read through these predictions very quickly. If you guys want to write them down, or if you want to say, you know, what your favorite one is or whatever, I'm just going to read them through. So here we go. Starting number 1, more AI. Number 2, more COVID variants. Number 3, widespread extreme food scarcity. Number 4, food shortage riots. Number 5, runaway inflation. Number 6, food cost inflation. Number 7, world trouble. Number 8, new sickness. Number 9, tyranny and Biden's ill health. Number 10, historic weather events. Number 11, censorship on social media. Number 12, a rat plague and a bumper wheat crop. Number 13, U.S. goes to war with Iran. Number 14, insects are protein. Insects being sold and eaten as protein. Number 15, Prince Charles takes over from his mother and then abdicates to Prince William. So Prince William becomes King of England. Number 16, CNN fails. Number 17, restricted travel in the U.S. due to vaccinations. Number 18, grid down massive cyber attack. Number 19, more crop failures from weather. Number 20, restricted travel without having the mark. I moderate for Brother Morris over at Bear Independent. So, Kate, if you're in need of another, I'm also patron by Hans. Is that you saying you would like to be a moderator? I don't mind making you a moderator. I need more. I was down to just Wes S for a long time. Wes S and Biddy Boo were my only ones. I had others and then they passed away. Let's see. All right, let's see. Well, they're going to take $170 out of my Social Security. Okay. All right, let me keep going. Number 20, restricted travel without the mark. Number 21, China and Russia become a superpower, which I think they already are. Number 22, an Afghan military unit in the UK Army like the Gurkhas. Number 23, gun control in the US. Number 24, aliens appear and try to take control. Number 25, more race separation and division in the US. We're halfway through, folks. Okay. Number 26, Republicans dominate the midterm election. Number 27, meat shortages and rich people only can afford it. Number 28, Biden is out and another virus arises. Number 29, U.S. goes to war with Russia. 30, the spread of Ebola. 31, further COVID ratting out and divisions in the society. Number 32, tie-dye increases popularity. I think that's already happening right now, but whatever. 33, a vax required to vote in the midterms. That would be something here in the U.S. to have as something like a vaccination stipulation. I don't know that our Constitution would allow that. 34, land prices falling in the Ozarks. Rich or grow it, right? Only people who are growing meat can afford it. Number 35, preppers storing and selling grain, just like Joseph did. Number 36, vaccine-induced immunity insufficiency on the rise. Wait, Hans, I think I already made you a moderator. There's Scrappy Cat. Okay. Number 37 is Yeshua returns on the Feast of Trumpets. Number 38 is martial law nationwide. Number 39 is an increase in homeschooling. That would be good, make people smarter. Number 40, fried chicken becomes the new steak. I don't know that that's going to happen for Americans, but you know, we're predicting things. 41, more tribe, more barter because the food system is broken. Number 42, seeds and salt become currency. That'd be interesting. Number 43, Bitcoin blows up the dollar and defunds our currency. Number 44, the Cascadia subduction zone is more unsteady and a tsunami takes out Seattle and Portland. I'll write that, tsunami. Walmart, number 45, Walmart has no cash. Number 46, door-to-door jab required, especially in Michigan. Number 47, a universal energy download where people's dreams and visions increase. Number 48 is an oil price rise. Number 49 is Democratic inflation causes no jab to be required at the midterm. I think that could also happen. 50 is Idaho bumper huckleberry crop, which I asked Hunter Kirk if that meant rubes or the actual fruit, and I think he answered, but I don't know if he did. Okay, let's go to number 51 is East Coast state crossing restrictions. So there's an increase shutdown on the East Coast, and you are not going to be able to travel state to state if you don't have the jab or if your politics are wrong. Northern Ozark Homestead. No, these are the ones you guys have made. I'm going over the ones you guys have made right now. Number 52, the West Coast water thing becomes critical. Number 53, the precaution of the saints begin. I'm not sure what that was supposed to mean. Oppression, maybe. Number 54, sacrifices start on the Temple Mount. There's Timothy Young. So late. 55. This is out of 67. Viking preparedness groups start getting kitchens and go on disaster relief trips. 56, auto parts and car shortages. Number 57, balkanization of the U.S. 58, churches closing in the U.S. and pastors being arrested for giving sermons or told they are not allowed to give sermons. 59, parts of Atlantis will rise and be identified. And 60 is archaeological major find in Israel. 61 is found treasure at Oak Island. That's a mystery that's been around a long time. Hey, Andrea Lynch. 62 is Roe versus Wade will be overturned. 63 is governors have way more power in the new year and flex that power. 64, NATO will go to war with Russia. So we've had a prediction that U.S. goes to war with Russia, and we've had a prediction that NATO goes to war with Russia. Number 65 is a Psalm 83 war. I'm not sure which. Ooh, is Solar Tim here? Ooh. Hey, Solar Tim. Shalom. 66 is student loans are forgiven and add $2 million to the $2 trillion to the debt. Who said that? Oki's boss. My hubby would be thrilled. Well, it was his prediction. And 67 is you must be vaxxed in order to get Social Security benefits. And those are all of them. That is 67. Now, I will take 3 more to make it an even 70. If anybody has a prediction that you would like to make for 2022, I will take 3 more. We will cap it at 70. This is like 3 times and a half more predictions than I had last year. Okay, Tim is hitting the ground running with his Yahweh will rule. That is Solar Tim's prediction. I think he rules now, Solar Tim, but I love where you're at. What are your thoughts on number 34? I wasn't here when a prediction was given. We'll go back to that in just a minute. C103, we'll all be a year older. Come on now. Persecution. Okay, thank you. Yep, persecution. I knew it had to be another word. The spell check probably turned it to something else, Stephen. Persecution of the saints will begin. Okay. Things are bad. Are you going to review from last year? Hang on. Okay, so Northern Ozarks Homestead, I did that at the beginning of the live stream. So if you want to see it, just, when this thing turns into a video, just watch the beginning. That's what I did right off the bat. So you won't have to, watch an hour's worth and try to find them. Last year's predictions are at the beginning of this live stream. And so it'll be easy for you to do it. Cabal and trafficking. Okay, I like that one, Evelyn. Give me a minute. I want to make you a moderator too. I can touch you. There we go. Add moderator. You have now been knighted. Christy Marie, churches will be in secret. I'm okay with that. That's going to be number 69. Churches will be in secret. Someone else said churches are going to disappear, but I like that better, Christy. That's why I'm going to take that one, because that is different from. And then number 34, make sure we come back to that. Remind me of that. And Evelyn Vincent banks will see major changes. And states won't do business. And that's Evelyn Vincent. Okay. Evelyn Vincent. Okay. The reason I'm writing that one down is because someone told me that states will do business with banks and they will do things like stop your money if they don't like your politics or the fact that you're unvaxxed. And I think that's scary, scary stuff. So we've got 70. Schools will depend on computer learning more. Scrappy Cat, I think that's true. I think we're already in Revival Glen. Pastor Joe will photograph or kill Sasquatch. 71. Sasquatch. All right, then I guess we're going to 75. 4 more. 4 more. And then absolutely we're topping it off, you guys, because this live stream's almost gone 2 hours. Okay. Tim Young says more regulation on banking. I'm going to put you on that one with Evelyn on the banking one, Tim. You're on there now. Raincat likes the secret thing too. I'm going to put her on that one. Okay. I like that comment about the clay thrower, Hunter Kirk. I think more people will awaken to the truth, band together, return to Yahweh. Lines will be drawn and bonds will strengthen. Okay, so I think, Hans, I'm going to add you to Tim D saying that Yahweh is going to rule. More to the truth. I think that's true. I like the lines drawn too, because it's such a bone of contention with some people. Being biblically more specific and more obedient. Don't be whacking the squatch. If he's eating your face, sure, but if not, let Squatch be the Squatch. Okay. Shalom, y'all are up late. We are, brother. Good to see you. Joe did not end up going to your property, but he did end up doing that camp out, and then he got really sick and had to leave a day late. Seems fair to me. Bless you. Bless you. I agree with churches meeting in secret, especially those of us that are Torah observant and not following with woke culture, right? We may have to, Andrea. It makes a certain amount of sense. I can be a moderator if you need more. Okay, Texas T. Boing! Just like the Queen's going to do with one of her offspring. Let's see if I can make you royalty here. Boing! Nope, it's not letting me do that right now. Yeah, the $600 reporting is because they are after us, not the rich. Ooh, that's pretty cool, Nancy. I'll call Sasquatch and give him a head up. That's funny. Okay. We are at 71 predictions. So does anyone have any more? Can we make it 75? A nice round number. Anybody else? And then I'm gonna have to close this down. I'm starting to get asleep. I've had a long day helping my son get his animals and everything else off this mountain. I think I got 10 more white hairs watching Jack pull a van and a trailer up a mountain. So scary. Russia will take Ukraine, or is that too obvious? Let's write that down. I like that. Let's write that down. Kaijin. Russia takes Ukraine. Because Russia knows how to play the great game. You know, all these power, like China and Russia and North Korea and many of these bigger countries know how to make a lot of noise without actually doing anything to get what they want. It's just a way to get what they want. And what they want may not be Ukraine. It may be something completely different, like rights to minerals in Ukraine or something. So, I'm going to write that down, Kaijin, just because you never know. I mean, we thought North Korea was going to go to war with us a couple of years ago, and all it was them doing their, puffing up and blowhard and stuff. Kyle M. Record high shipping costs. I like that. That's number 73. Because that's, no one's addressed that right now, really. And that right there could be a political thing, not so much a COVID thing. It could just be people who are supplying stuff, seeing how far they can push the price before they go, okay, well, we'll unload the ships. So, Kyle, I'm going to write that one down. It's 73. 2 more. God bless you. Yeah, they do play the long game, Hans. Thank you for this wonderful video session. Well, Nunu, thanks for participating. You threw a lot of ideas out there. China taking Taiwan, that's going to be 74. Because that's been in the pipeline for a really long time. Like, that's been brewing and brewing for years and years, Timothy. And it would be historic if that finally happened. Timothy Young. Okay, number 75. We're going to close it off here because I am just getting tired. And then hopefully, like I did last year, 6 months into the year, I will do another live stream to just review them all and see if we think any of them have been done in the first 6 months. And then at the end of the year, to see if any of them had been completed by the end of the year. And we had figured out that 12 out of the 20 predictions made last year had already been filled by the end of the year. And a lot of them, like 10 of them, were done by the 6 month mark. So the shipping is a different type of warfare. Exactly. It's like an economic warfare. Texas T said World War III will become a shooting war. I think that's the one we're going to cap it on right there. World War III shooting war. That'll be Texas T. And that's where I'll cap it. Now, somebody wanted to talk about number 34. So I think it's only right because I told her I would, and just to bring it up. Oh, my back is stiff, so I'm having to shift my weight around. Let's see what number 34 was. So number 34, I think, is kind of controversial in my mind because I have definitely seen number 34 going the other way for the last 10 years. And that number 34 is, dramatic pause, land prices are going to fall in the Ozarks, and that was Stephen Wilson who made that prediction. And so I forget which one of y'all said that you wanted to discuss that. I don't remember if it was Evelyn or Gardner, but what do you all think about that? Okay. Oh, Patty Sanchez said, Sister Kate will have 20,000 subs in the new year. That's really sweet. I didn't write that one down, but that's really sweet, Patty. Thank you for saying that. I would be astounded if that happened just because I'm older and that my demographic tends to be people who are older, and I don't see myself appealing or trying to appeal to younger audiences. Like, I'm not going to dye my hair blonde and talk like this. But who knows, man? Anything can happen. Keep prepping, everyone. Stay with Yah. Yes. Oh, Northern Ozark Homestead. Let me see if for some reason, I'm not able to make you guys moderators now, so maybe I've got enough, and that's it. They won't let me keep going. Is this weekly? Glenn Wood said. Glenn, it is not weekly as of right now. I hadn't really thought about it, but I mean, I guess it could be. I will let that thing, you know, in here. I am in the new year going to finally finish the steps to, it's not going to be a Patreon channel, but to monetize my YouTube channel where you can have memberships. And so, I have to make a video about that and I have to do like another step, but I do intend to do that sometime this year. And so weekly prediction updates and all that could be part of that too, especially if you guys remind me in the comments section, in the community section. Hans Heyman says, Sister Kate, I've always been very appreciative of the fact you take time to read every chat message. Aw, thank you. I try. I don't normally get them all, but I try. This summer I will go huckleberry picking in northern Idaho. Did you hear that? I just heard 3 shots outside, or it's probably somebody shooting off their fireworks. We all feel more a part of this community. Well, I'm glad. Thanks and blessings. This was good fun. Well, I wanted it to be fun. Thanks for coming. We will all get more chickens in 2022. Number 75. I think that's very true. I think we are all going to get chickens because they're so cute and we love them. Old man, well, a man can hope, right? Hey, it could happen. It really could happen, Stephen. Who knows? They've gone up for 10 years. They could suddenly, you know, I don't know. People get mad at Walmart and then everyone decide, I don't want to live anywhere near their headquarters. And it could happen. Look at all those chickens. Texas T says that he hopes they fall. Right? I would like to see them fall. I don't want my taxes to go up. Inflation-wise, land does not fall, right? Ooh, it's hard to make it fall, but Yahweh could do it. If hyperinflation rules, right? There you go. I'm all for prices falling in the Ozarks, but I'm not expecting it. The curveball would be a massive recession like March of 2020. Pinball Preparedness called this, but widespread armed robberies in grocery store parking lots. I wonder what his reasoning is. Just because prices are going up and people are going to want to they're going to want food and they're not going to want to pay the prices. And think about the fact that like in San Francisco and some of these more liberal states, people aren't even bothering to pay for things. They're just walking into stores and stealing things. Sister Kate, no TikTok, right? I don't like the fact that it's run by the Chinese. That's one. And 2, I don't know if I'm up for learning that new, you know, how to do the music and how to do the bam, bam, bam stuff and the reels and all that. It would be easier if I could hire somebody or somebody said, oh, Sister Kate, just send me little video clips and I'll do it for you. That would be easier on me because I have enough. I got to tell y'all, this week has been so busy because all of our kids and all of our grandkids were here. And when you live off grid, it's not like you can just say, oh, yeah, stay in the extra bedroom and, you know, there's a bathroom in there and there's a this and a that. There's a lot more time and effort required. And even coordinating from house to house there's more time required to walk from one to the other. So I am whooped, people. I really am. So I can't see myself going, yay, I need to do TikTok too. Oh, tinfoil hat, thanks. I vote for weekly. I will think about it. Inflation will be so bad, land will go up with other costs, says Timothy Young. For something, but at the same time, that can negatively affect the people that already live there. Well, and Andrea, maybe as more believers wake up to the truth, other areas will become popular. Starting somewhere cheap and everyone go, oh yeah, like Southeast Kansas is pretty cheap land prices right now. And people could start going there, and everyone who wanted to come here but couldn't could buy property there and then start, because it's not that far away, and then the community spreads. That's another option. A great blessing to everyone. Well, Mary, thank you so much, y'all. I try to help. That's what I try to do. I am not perfect. I don't want y'all to think I'm perfect, but I do try to help. But for God, he's looking for you. I enjoy life, so I can hope and go weekly or maybe bi-monthly. Okay, Oklahoma Indian Country Living. I will take that into consideration when I do the upgradey thing on the channel, because if people are going to buy memberships, then maybe I'll be more motivated to do a weekly live stream. It's not that I don't like them, I do. It's just that I'm usually really tired by the end of the day, and so I'm not up to I'm not up to doing a live stream. Plus, I have to spend time away from Pastor Joe. First day live with Sister Kate. The government will attempt to inflate the debt away. I'm only 4 years old, but I'm retired from active duty in the U.S. Army Infantry. 11 Bravo. Your content and your honesty and the fact you're an Army wife, as my wife is, appeals to me. Aw, thanks, Hans, and thank you for your service. Infantry is not easy. I am sure you are one tough individual. I struggle with the same thing. What did she say she struggled with? Oh, okay. Yeah. Southeast Kansas, pretty cheap. Timothy, I'm getting chickens in March. You will love them. I do. Everywhere as a moratorium, evictions happen and rental owners get out. I'm debating getting into raising quail. Hunter Creek quail is supposed to be very, very easy and tasty and doesn't require much room. There's a Doing It Dutch, Keeping It Dutch channel did a whole series on raising quail, and it looked very easy. And so I would give it a try. Okay. I know where 3 steel beans for free are. 3 steel beams? Lee mates? I noticed in Phoenix some homeless are multiplying. The homeless like to be in warm areas too, Glenn. Put home loan interest at 7% and the housing land market collapses. Good point, said Hunter Kirk. Phoenix is a death trap. I saw that on Pinto Prairie, and when I went to the grocery this evening, I did a recon. Smart. Yes, I did, Nancy. I saw that Tinfoil Hat was younger. Thank you. Rankhead said I did my first Instagram reel. It was easy. I hear theft of catalytic converters are becoming rampant in the cities. I believe that. And there's Constitutional Homestead. Shalom. Wow, I must be way behind. I am. Oh my goodness. I am way behind on the comments. There we go. Okay, Jay Jones, it will be a combination of investor money pulling out and lack of supporting wage growth to enable the cost of the mortgage. In the Depression days, my family raised pigeons for eggs and food, and it was space saving. DK Leith, and pigeon is good, and pigeon's one of those clean birds, like pigeon and quail. Oh, someone donated more money? Oh, thank you. I didn't even catch that. I'm so sorry I missed that, y'all. Thank you very much. That is really nice of you guys. It's all about building structures for the snow. I don't want to. Oh, thank you, Terry. That is just really generous of you all. Serenity Haven Homestead. Probably going to be butchering 4 to 12 of my chickens. Wait. And restock this spring. Also redo my apple orchard. You guys, I'll be right back. I want to put a sweater on. It's getting colder in here, and I think our fire may have gone down. I'm just gonna check it real quick. Hey, did you let the fire die down? Hey, Dave,
Yay.
fire. It's not done. Please put more fire in.
Huh?
Put another log on the fire, please. I'm not done. I'm getting a jacket on. I think it feels a lot colder in here all of a sudden.
Feels cold to me.
Maybe it's me drinking a cold drink. I don't know. I need a coat. People are saying some nice things. I don't want to end the live stream yet. It's really nice to hear. Quail eggs are small. It takes 4 chicken. Well, that's true. They are. They're really, really tiny. But here's the thing. It would be awesome to raise those quail, because quail is a bird that was naturally in the States, and there used to be a lot more of them in our area. And then things like people's domestic cats and dogs end up eating the eggs that they find on the ground and things. And I haven't seen quail in my area in a long time, so I'd love to see people raise quail and then let them go. Oh, you guys, it's gone so fast. Katie, bar the door. Texas, thank you. People are saying they would join if I had the option to be members on my channel too. I really do intend to finish the last couple of steps. I just feel like it's so pushy. Oh, look at who showed up. Who's this fella? He's so unhappy. See, I spend 2 hours talking to other people. He doesn't like it. Oh man. Just finished a 1,650 gallon rainwater catchment system today. It's filtered and pressurized with 12V solar pump, doing the things. Wow.
Whoa.
1,650 gallon?
That's a good amount.
That's a really good amount. Congratulations, Constitutional Homestead. Aw, Aid. Timothy Young said he would join. Well, you guys, I did a what do you call it? I did a poll on my channel, and 66% of y'all said you would join, and that's what made me say, okay, I'm going to try it. And I got into it, and there was technical things about, emojis and little stickers and stuff, and so I had to do
Do a Patreon.
things that I wasn't very familiar with. I know you keep saying do a Patreon, but everybody's got a Patreon. I gotta be a little different. I can't be like everybody else. And so that's why it took a while. And then the channel said, or the YouTube said, I needed to do a video to let you guys know that this option was available and to cover, the different benefits. And now I have to go back to the YouTube channel and find those benefits again, because YouTube wanted me to list them out and I didn't write them down for myself. And so it'll be a minute. Hey, there's Wal Bogan. I was just Kate about the nuclear war survival book. Like Pastor said, can't wait to get through it. It's a good book too. It really is. It's got a lot of information. I predict we will be watching YouTube and complaining about censorship in 2022. Same as last year. 100% chance that will happen. I let my quail free range. They didn't last more than a few months. I know, because there's a lot more, I think, natural and domestic predators for these poor little birds. And I think they're cool looking. And I really like the sounds they make. And supposedly they taste good. Bruce said, you're doing okay. Aid says, hey, Pastor Joe. Please YouTube your water constitutional homestead and have PJ or Sister Kate push it, said Tim Young. What book, please? I enjoy reading and learning, doing the things. Tinfoil Hat, I think it's Crescent Kearney's Nuclear War Survival Skills. Is that right? I think that's the one. There's Bob White. Speaking of quail, Bob White. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom. I bought PJ's A Survivalist Family and gave it to my son. He's actually reading it. Yay! Yeah. Congrats, DK, and thank you. Diseases kill pen-raised quail. Oh, that's sad. And there's another guy, Sustainable Me. He lives in Australia, and I'm pretty sure he has quail in a pen. And his quail actually sat on eggs because domestic quail are supposed to not really do that anymore, but he's got them in a very natural setting, and his actually hatched babies. No, I didn't let the fire go out. You better not, Aid. It's important. You got to keep wood in the fire. All right, Glenn. Awesome. Concerns about increasing chronic wasting disease. I raised my children on venison. I don't know if there's a way to home test for home processing. I heard heat does not kill it. Anyone. It's definitely a thing. And I think you look for the deer acting very unnaturally, not being scared of people, standing around in the middle of the day. I've never heard of a home test. I've only ever heard that, like, if you shoot a deer, you take it to the station, the tag station or whatever first, and they test it and then tell you. There's a reason that we're raising goats and we're going to go to sheep too, because then at least you know more about the animal you're actually going to process. And there are diseases for goats and sheep too, but you're sort of more in control of that. Contest. Yeah. There you go. But Japanese will require incubation for eggs as they will not sit on a nest. Excellent taste, said Ann in Texas. Well, that's why Sustainable Me, his quail setup was so interesting to me, because he actually had a quail sit on a nest of eggs and hatch some chicks. And if he starts to raise birds from that bird and they do the same thing, then maybe we can breed it back into them for them, because right now I guess they're incubated so much maybe they forgot or something. Washington allows for harvesting of roadkill now. Interesting. Some states allow it as long as, like, a state trooper is there on site and they call needy families. They don't allow you to do it directly, but some states do allow that. Sending you a super chat. I'm having technical difficulties. I will try again another time. My message was, have a blessed and refreshed night. Well, thank you so much, Nancy. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm technically challenged too. Don't sweat it. I agree, sheep are safer. Or goats, or just, anything. Your own duck flock. Armadillos, possum, coyotes, foxes all eat quail and quail eggs. Of course they do. And then probably everyone's domestic cat. I swear our domestic cats have killed moles, voles, mice, birds. They're very efficient hunters when they want to be. There's a nonprofit trying to reintroduce them in Ohio. We have a family of bobwhite that live in the edge of our woods. They're so funny. I remember coming to this property and seeing a flock before we got here. And what has happened in our area is some development, but a lot of people have cats and dogs, including us. And there were some outside of my home in Northern Virginia when I lived there when I was a kid, and some near my mom's neighborhood in Florida when she first moved in, and I haven't seen any in the wild in a long time. Yeah, we've done roadkill at least once. Constitutional Homestead is on PJ's page. Thank you. Lots of heavy-duty steel grain bins around here in Nebraska for free. That's what you were trying to say earlier, Lee Meents. If any of you are up there, contact Lee right now and get some contact info, and that would be a really cool thing to go pick up or part out or whatever. Loss of habitats is the primary reason for quails decline. Same goes for ducks and geese. I believe that. There's a reason, like, I don't have a lake or a pond big enough to have ducks or geese fly and land in it, but if I did, I would protect them. But that's why I try to make where my domestic ducks live more wilderness like. I'm not trying to make them super dependent on me. Very few bobwhites left. Reachback loves them. All right, I'm getting the order from PJ. And here's Champ du Soleil. I'm back from stint in Kentucky. I didn't know you went to Kentucky, sister. I haven't been seeing you on the videos. Miss you too. But Pastor Joe is now telling me I have to get off. He's tired. He wants to go to sleep. No more talkie. So thank you everyone who came. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I cooked too. What a shock. Good night, all y'all. Thank you for coming to the live stream. Shump and Jay Johns, hope to see you guys soon. Thank you to everyone who stopped by and gave your predictions. All right, bless you. Shalom. Thank you. Painting seriously. Shalom. All right, bless you. There we go. Okay.